Everybody, welcome back. This video is the first video in a series of videos for homeowners who are going to be replacing their HVAC systems or getting systems for a new house. This content is meant to be educational and to help you up your game so that you can make the best decision for you and for your house. I don't sell HVAC equipment. I really don't have a horse in this race. I want you to be sharp and savvy so that you can make a kick butt decision. Okay? There's two main parts of every house, whether you got a $2 million house or a $200,000 house. There's the shell of the house, which is like the container, and then there's the engines, which is like the HVAC, the thing that conditions the air that you live in and that you're breathing right now. So those are the two main parts, and today we're talking about that second part, the engines. So right now, if you have an HVAC system in your house, let's say you have a furnace and you're living in Wisconsin, your furnace is rated for an output, okay? How many heating units it puts out. And you might say, well, gee, Stephen, I have no idea what mine is. How do I find it? You should go find out. So you're going to go downstairs, probably to your basement, to where your furnace is, and you're going to turn off the power, which is on a switch on the side of your furnace or right around your furnace. After you've turned power off, then you're going to open up either the top compartment or the bottom compartment, and there will be a white label or a white sticker on the inside of that piece of metal that comes off. And if it's not on the inside of that piece of metal that you remove, it'll be on the side wall of the cabinet itself. So you'll have to look in and look to the left or to the right. And somewhere on that label, it'll say output and it'll say input. You're interested in the output of that device and in the input. That's how you determine the efficiency. But just look for one of those numbers, okay? If you see something that says input 80, then you have an 80,000 BTU furnace. It'll say 80,000 BTU. What does that mean? Folks, that is a rate, R-A-T-E. It's telling you how many heating units this piece of equipment can produce per hour. It's a rate. This can think, and just for the sake of simplicity, let's drop the last three zeros. This thing produces 80 heat units per hour. Great. So what? What do I do with that? Who cares? Well, before you go shopping for new equipment, we want to know at what rate, R-A-T-E, at what rate does your house lose heat per hour so we know at what rate we need to replace heat with, okay? Until we know what the demand of the house is, until we know what the need of the house is, we can't go shopping for the supply until we know what the demand is. We can't go shopping for the cure. We can't go shopping for the cure until we know what the need is, or what the problem is. And the problem is the heat loss. So at what rate does your house lose heat? Then we go and we find a furnace that can replace the heat at that rate or a little bit higher, okay? So that number that's on that sticker, that's on your furnace, that is the rate at which your furnace can put out heat, okay? And it's always a rate. And it produces that heat by burning a fuel like methane gas, that's natural gas, or propane, which is really expensive. Or it can also do that by moving heat with like a heat pump. We're not going to talk about that right now. But the main point of this video is you go right now, you find your heating equipment, and you find what its output is and find how big of a system you have. Okay, that's step one to see kind of where you're at. All right? Thank you.